You're about to learn how to use ChatGPT to act as a marketing consultant for you so that you can create your next best lead generation asset. If you don't know who I am, my name is Shanae Murray and I have 1.1 million plus followers on LinkedIn. I also have a LinkedIn newsletter with over 264,000 subscribers. And the reason why I have to say this is because my YouTube coach told me that I have to share those fancy stats with you to gain your trust or something. Now let's get started, because this video is important. As a business owner, it can be confusing to know whether you should create an ebook, whether you should do a webinar. What about a 7-day challenge? What about just a free video course? It can be a little bit overwhelming and sometimes confusing to decide what lead generation asset you should create for your business so that you can get more leads, especially inbound leads. Your life's about to get better though. Let's get started. The first step in this process is to go to ChatGPT. Once we're in ChatGPT, we're going to insert this prompt. Act as a marketing strategist. Ask me strategic questions one at a time so that I could decide what lead generation asset I should create to attract inbound leads. You're going to click enter. Now it's going to ask you, who is your target audience? For the example in this video, I'm going to pretend that I'm a business coach and that I help people start their businesses. So for target audience, I could say, I help professionals and I could say something like, usually they want to start a coaching or consulting business. Now, I'm just making this up, but we're going to use this same example when we compare it to ChatGPT 4. What information or resources would be most valuable to professionals looking to leave corporate and start their business online? Are there any specific challenges or obstacles they often face? Are there any key steps or strategies they need to know? Now, when ChatGPT bundles questions like this, when I asked it to ask me one at a time, I could do one of two things. I could start to compartmentalize the answers to these questions. What information would be valuable? And then specific challenges, key steps they need to know. Now that's how I would do it if I wanted to just give it all at once. Another thing that you could do if it helps you is I would go back here to my prompt and I would tell ChatGPT, please ask me one question at a time only. Understood. What are the primary concerns or pain points that professionals face when considering leaving corporate and starting a business online? Time, knowing how to organize themselves to be able to do 2 to 3 hours of focused work after they work their job. And so really shifting that employee mindset to one of an entrepreneur. So I would answer it like this, and then it would give me another question. Considering the time constraints and lack of knowledge that professionals face, what type of lead generation asset would be most helpful in addressing their pain points and providing value? Something that will require the least amount time with the highest chance of application based on practical steps. Considering the time constraints, would a concise and actionable checklist outlining the essential steps to transition from employee to entrepreneur be an effective lead generation asset? I honestly don't think that would be enough. And when you don't know what to say to ChatGPT, just say what you think in your mind. So I honestly don't think that would be enough. I want something that actually teaches them what exactly they need to do to at least get their first clients while they are still employed. I understand. In order to teach professionals what they need to do to secure their first client while still employed, would a step-by-step video course or an interactive webinar series be more effective as a lead generation asset? I'm not sure. That is why I am asking you. Considering the time constraints and the need for practical guidance, would a combination of written resources such as a comprehensive ebook or guide along with supporting video tutorials be the most effective lead generation asset? It seems that it would, right? That seems like logical sense. This approach would provide the audience with both detailed information and visual demonstrations catering to different learning preferences. Yes. Based on your feedback, it seems that a combination of written and supporting video tutorials would be the most effective lead generation asset. This would provide your audience with comprehensive information. Now it's going to ask more questions. What specific topic or areas should be covered in the written resources and video tutorials to help professionals secure their first client while still employed? Now, what would I do if I was going to advise someone to leave their job? Number one, create a job leave date. Create a date where you want the first client by, offer a higher ticket service, especially if they have a lot of corporate experience, create a great offer based on highest value skills and the time allowed to deliver, present offer to network, secure first client, repeat. The topics you mentioned, which format would be most suitable for the written resources and video tutorials? Would it be beneficial to have separate modules or chapters focusing on each topic? Or would a sequential guide that takes professionals through the entire process from start to finish be more effective? I think a sequential guide. And it's giving me this, but up here, if I didn't know, I would just say, ask me more questions to determine that. In terms of learning preferences and ease of consumption, do you believe your audience would prefer a modular approach with separate chapters? They need to learn the entire process from start to finish, with the goal of the process being to secure your first clients. Understood. Based on your input, it seems a sequential guide. Okay, considering the format of the sequential guide, would it be beneficial to include practical exercises, worksheets, or templates throughout the resource to help professionals apply? Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely, because it is all about taking action. Considering the inclusion of video tutorials and the desire for practical exercises, an online platform or membership site would be a suitable option for delivering the lead generation asset to your target audience. This format allows for easy access, video tutorials, and interactive elements such as exercises and templates in a centralized location. Now, if I really don't know what this means, I'm going to ask it to clarify. Please clarify what your final assessment is. What lead generation asset should I create? What should the title be? Based on the information, the recommended lead generation asset for your target audience looking to leave corporate to start their business online would be a comprehensive sequential guide with supporting video tutorials, practical exercises, worksheets, and templates. This guide would take them through the entire process of securing their first client while still employed. And then the title could be From Employee to Entrepreneur, the definitive guide to securing your first client. So this is the recommended asset by ChatGPT 3.5. Now let's go to ChatGPT 4. Act as a marketing strategist. Ask me strategic questions one at a time so that I could decide what lead generation asset I should create to attract inbound leads. Who's your target audience and what are their most pressing pain points or challenges? So same thing as before, my target audience. What is your unique value proposition that separates your product or service from competitors and how it specifically addresses the mentioned pain points? So if I were a business coach who served corporate professionals, I could say my process allows them to get a high ticket first client while they are employed without having to try to promote themselves on social media. What level of familiarity does your target audience typically have with your product or service? They know they want to do it. They just need a step-by-step playbook on what to actually do until they secure their first clients. What current resources, both digital and non-digital, do you have available to you? I don't understand the question. To me, The question is about the platforms and content types at your disposal. Do you have a website, a blog, or a presence? Do you have a mailing list? Have you produced any content previously, like webinars, podcasts, ebooks? What are your goals? Are you looking for purely increased awareness, drive specific actions, drive signups, and new client sales? I would suggest creating a free condensed version of your step-by-step playbook as an ebook. This could serve as a lead magnet where interested professionals would give their email exchange for the ebook. This would help you build an email list of highly qualified leads who are interested in your offer. This ebook would also establish your authority in the field and build trust with your audience. You can promote this ebook through your existing social media platforms and webinars. Additionally, you could consider creating a LinkedIn ad targeted at corporate professionals, driving them to a landing page to download your ebook, thereby growing your email list and potential client base. To convert these leads into clients, you could follow up with a series of emails providing additional valuable content. Remember to make sure your ebook and any follow-up content directly addresses your target audience's pain points. So now I could ask it, what would the title of the ebook be? And what would the outline look like? The Corporate Escape Blueprint. Secure your first high-ticket client as a coach or consultant while still employed. Your personal story and motivation, making the mindset shift, understanding the employee versus entrepreneur mindset. This is great. For business coach out there that helps people start their businesses, this is awesome for you. But what I really want you to see is look at the thoroughness of the final result. It has a similar final result, but it's walking you through why. So ChatGPT 4 explains more of why it chose the ebook. And then I'm going to actually play with this a little bit and say, question, why did you not choose a video course? Please explain why you chose an ebook over a video course. A video course is indeed a great option. It might be more effective cases, and it might be more effective in some cases. However, based on the details, here's why I suggested an ebook. Audience profile, content scalability. An ebook allows for easy scalability of content. You could easily add, remove, or tweak content as per feedback. Video courses usually require a greater investment of time and resources to update. Ease of production. Writing an ebook is generally a quicker and less resource-intensive process than creating a video course. Lead generation. Offering an ebook in exchange for an email address is a proven lead generation method, especially for the coaching and consulting industry. It allows you to build an email list, which you can nurture. You could do the same thing with a video course. And it says that while a video course could serve this purpose, it typically requires a more significant commitment from the user, which might deter some potential leads. Resource allocation. Given your existing channels, Instagram, LinkedIn, and webinars, an ebook is a more natural fit. A video course would potentially benefit from additional platforms such as YouTube, which you didn't mention as currently being part of your strategy. That's pretty awesome. There you have it. And that's how you can use ChatGPT 3.5 or ChatGPT 4 to act as a marketing consultant and help you create your next lead generation asset. If this was valuable for you, share this video with a friend who could benefit from it and click that subscribe button. The more you click that button, the more I can dedicate time to create more YouTube videos like this for you.